Hi everyone, my name is Xiao. Our team is going to introduce Zara as a case study. Zara is one of the most successful fashion retail brands in the world as a subsidiary of Inditex Group, which offers men, women, and children clothes, as well as shoes and accessories. Since its founding in Spain in 1975, it introduced the fast fashion retail concept for creating responsible fashion ideas to consumers. It now has nearly 3,000 stores in more than 90 countries. Here are some sustainability issues I found. First, environmental issues. Currently, clothing industry has become the second largest water consuming industry in the world. The amount of wastewater produced each year is about 20% of the global wastewater volume. At the same time, greenhouse gas emissions from the fashion industry has exceeded the total emissions from international flights and shipping. The concept of fast fashion offers consumers constantly change their clothes at a lower price and encourage them to buy and discard clothes. The disposal of the old clothes is a big problem. Should it be landfilled or burned, both of them gonna cause a very serious environmental pollution. Nowadays, consumers' awareness of environmental protection is one of the reasons that the fast fashion are no longer as popular as before. The Inditex net profit has declined from financial year 2015 can be an evidence. Zara should keep on development of new technologies on environmental protection, at the same time leading the whole fashion industry manufacturing into a new world. It's the right thing to do on both ethical and commercial level. The second is transparency to protect labor and human rights. Zara has stores worldwide, and its supply chain relies more on second and third-hand suppliers. This leads to a problem. How ethical are Zara's labor policies? Zara has faced forced labor and slave labor in its Spain, Brazil, Myanmar, and Argentina factories in recent years. Lots of workers face the poor working conditions. For example, some workers working 16 hours alone, and the factory even enslaved the children under the age of 14. Due to the pandemic, at least 500 workers were laid off in Myanmar. Hence, transparency is essential for Zara. Companies will face serious reputation damage if exposed to having slavery action within the supply chains. Zara also risks losing consumers' confidence and market share, and may face legal problems even it's happened in foreign countries. With modern slavery bill set, Zara should take on responsibilities to ensure that the supply chains are free of forced labor, based on ethical values such as dignity, justice, fairness, integrity, respect, and responsibility. Zara should ensure that human rights and transparency are integrated into retail policies. Thank you. That's all from my part.
Okay, now I will introduce Zara's sustainability strategies. Inditex, the parent company of Zara, plans to gradually achieve a comprehensive and sustainable development in 7 aspects, including green buildings, energy-efficient stores, raw materials, green packaging, environmental-friendly clothing, old clothes recycling, and waste recycling. Zara will continue to promote sustainable development strategies and plans to fully implement sustainable fashion in 2025. By 2023, organic cotton, linen, polyester, and viscose will account for 90% of the group's total raw material purchases. At the same time, with the improvement of supply chain, viscose will be 100% sustainable. By 2025, Zara will achieve 100% sustainable raw materials. When all raw materials are organic, sustainable, or recycled cotton, linen, and polyester fibers. The second thing I will introduce is sustainability initiatives. The first is environmental protection. Zara has begun to reduce the use of plastic shopping bags. In 2018, the use of plastic bags accounts for only 18% of the total number of shopping bags. By 2020, Zara has no longer used the plastic bags. Single-use plastic products will be completely phased out by 2023. Simply, Zara's parent company Inditex has pledged to sell only sustainable clothes by 2025, and that all cotton, linen, and polyester sold will be organic, sustainable, or recycled. In addition, Zara parent company Inditex takes a wide range of measures to protect the biodiversity, reduce consumption of water, energy, and other resources, avoid waste, and combat climate change. The last thing I will introduce is advantages and disadvantages of sustainable development strategies. Zara's sustainability strategy strengthens uh, business assessment by reducing its negative impact on the environment and people, thereby increasing the company's revenue and profits. However, sustainable strategies require a large amount of capital investment and involve a wide range requiring continuous efforts. That's all. Thank you.
Hi, this is Wenji. My part will introduce you to competitors of Inditex, which are Gap and C&A. Both of them are the big retail clothing store in the world. In terms of sustainability, both companies are contributing to global climate issues and energy consumption, which Gap was reducing carbon dioxide emissions by 38% and C&A by 34% in 2020. That means they are contributing a lot in environmental sustainability. And the invention of Gap is Woman Plus Water, because washing service is a major challenge for many women in some countries. Overburdened to the point of water duress in the process of collecting water. So through United States Agency for International Development and Gap's Women Plus Water Alliance, a washing service for women is improved and made available. C&A's innovation is recycled fashion with the launch of the first platinum cradle-to-cradle certified fabric in the innovative denim collection, which 100% fast renewable resource and recyclability. The advantages of C&A are even more obvious as it uses renewable energy directly, so we can visually see the protection of energy and the environment.
Hello everyone, this is Xiao. In this part, we'll talk about 4 initiatives that we propose for Zara on how to be an environmentally ethical company and how to better fulfill its SDGs. The first thing is to provide sufficient transparency to protect workers. Although Zara has stated that it is complied with the code of conduct for manufacturers and suppliers, it's still within the controversy of crime to humanity. Zara sacrifices the benefit of workers in exchange of the lower cost for production and increasing sales. It has been accused of forced labor and slave labor in its factories across many countries. We suggest Zara to provide detailed factory list and audited procedures in order to improve its supply chain traceability and accept public supervision. The second thing is to apply innovative technology in closing the loop. The term closed loop refers to the closed loop supply chain. Unlike the traditional supply chain, a closed loop supply chain could either be moved for consumers to the suppliers or reversely. To close the loop, a company must know how to maintain and recover value from unused products. Zara do have some plan in recycling and reusing products like to the garments donation store, but according to the stats, Zara will produce more than 550 million items annually, but only 4 million garments are being recycled and reused, which only take up 1% of total items. And besides, it is also more energy intensive to cycle its existing garments than to produce new ones. Apparently, Zara have to apply innovative technology to promote the efficient scale of recycled and reusing the textile products. And the third one is to reduce the environmental costs. Zara has a zero-waste program looking for minimizing its environmental footprint from water conservation to reducing waste in landfills. However, Zara's fashion model has restricted its required mass production of the textiles, making it inevitable to generate high environmental cost because many fabrics are derived from plant pulps of the plants themselves. And the cost could not be offset by the great actions Zara is currently taking. So Zara should try to develop alternative resources to replace cotton like some biodegradable material after its recovery from COVID-19 because they have just encountered a great loss in profits and they need to maintain the current business model. The last one is to enlarge the e-commerce services. Zara is well known for its strong influence and flexibility in window dressing. The stores are usually located in the center of big cities to reach the consumer attractions. This marketing strategy, however, is challenged by the boom of e-commerce services and the high rental cost. Zara has already closed up to more than 100 fashion stores globally, and it will hold pessimistic expectation of lower footfall in stores for longer period of time because of the COVID-19. It would be a great opportunity for Zara to enlarge its online retail services this time and exploit the market in some Asian countries like India, Malaysia, and Singapore, with its strong advantage in logistics, which apply just-in-time principle. And that's all for my part. Thank you.